Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
What about us?
What about it? We are back. We interrupt your regularly scheduled X-Men podcast to give you a review of the recent Snake Eyes Deadgame miniseries. Who are we? I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is...
Hey, y'all. It is Wolf Hellfire.
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right. So, yes, we figured with a little movie called Snake Eyes coming out.
Can't believe they're actually making a movie.
I think they're trying to restart that whole universe. So.
Well, get the whole gang together. Like, you don't need individual origin stories to come together like the Avengers for G.I. Joe. It's literally a group of people, individuals, and then you slowly learn their backstory. Just saying.
They want that name. It's like, hey, name someone from G.I. Joe who, 99%
Cobra? Can we have Cobra Commander? I mean, he's the most interesting. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Hate to be that person, but I don't give a crap about Snake. Snake Eyes works better as a mystery.
You like some of those old Marvel comics, G.I. Joe? Come on. Mm-hmm. Springfield?
I mean, I know Charlie loves it and everything, but like, I'm more of a cartoon is canon than the comic books are canon kind of person.
Yeah, but I mean...
And I didn't think that movie with Channing Tatum was that bad as far as a G.I. Joe movie could have went, especially for the time that it was made.
But I mean, if they want to reboot, I mean, yeah, the cartoon was canon, but I think the comics kind of got a little grittier. I mean, they killed Serpentor with an arrow through the eye. Come on.
And don't kill me. Greetings for Cybertron host. I didn't like the Transformer Marvel comics either.
Yeah, I mean, there were some duds there, but I just have a special love because that was my very first comic ever.
I know it. I get it. I'm just saying, like, that game is not bad. I mean, it just concluded literally this week, so
yeah. Of course,
it started. He ran a pretty tight ship. I mean, because of the pandemic and everything, it was 5 issues, took a whole year, basically.
I know, man. A couple issues, I was like, "Man, what's this?"
IDW usually runs a tighter ship than that.
Maybe that's why I had trouble finding. I just found number 1 at a comic shop just recently because I was like, I had missed number 1. I was like, when did this come out?
Last year.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it literally came out. The first issue was July 20th, 2020.
Oh wait, I have it right here. Yeah, July 2020. It says on the inside.
And they had so many variant covers for issue 1 specifically. And I think that my favorite thing about this is that, like, you're worried that it's all Rob Liefeld, but he did have help from other artists throughout each issue. So the feet do look pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I was going to say, this is like some better Rob Liefeld art.
Yeah, it should have been for what they paid him. Just saying. Especially since it's the G.I. Joe, it's like a known and beloved franchise. It was something that Marvel had a hold of. Like, you kind of had to bring your A game with this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he did it. He did it to the best of his abilities with what they wanted to get accomplished with this series.
Issue 1 had a lot of variants, Lil Hellfire, you think? Look.
There you go. I was like, what is this, an Archie? I don't know if you know this, but back when Archie rebooted back in 2015, I think there's like 25 covers or something like that for that first issue.
Oh, this must be a store exclusive. Yeah, one of the covers is like a homage to Hulk 181.
We don't do that here. I mean, I IDW is probably going. No, Boom is the comic book company that's gonna get bought up by Marvel any day now.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Oh,
be ready for that.
Oh, hi, Chantal. Hi, nerds.
Greetings, fellow nerd. We're just talking G.I. Joe.
Snake Eyes.
So yeah, like it's just kind of an odd choice to make Snake Eyes the main character. I mean, they did a pretty decent job of it.
I mean, at least you got like some inner monologue. It wasn't like, a ton of pages that just like people like talking at him.
Yeah, pulling a Bendis. Definitely not a Bendis.
Well, that's lots of talking heads.
Bendis.
Yes,
yeah, it's okay. So I guess this is actually like, if you know anything about IDWs like G.I. Joe, this is to reboot the whole Scarlet Strike Force, which was the conclusion of the Hasbro comic book universe.
And is that different than like?
And it's different tthan the one that Larry Hama is doing.
Still doing.
And then the new rebooted series by Paul Allure and Chris Evenhuis, which started in September. So it's just like, it's so much G.I. Joe stuff running around that I'm just like, what? It's a mess.
I know.
G.I. Joe universe is a mess.
I was kind of trying to do my homework because I was like, if I read anything, it would probably be Real American Hero, because that is like a continuation of the Marvel comics.
Yeah, so it's just like, ooh, I mean, like, lots of people like that. So I just was like, who is this for? And like, how did IDW get their hands on this? Like,
well, it's like with G.I. Joe, Transformers, Marvel, let the rights lapse, and IDW scooped them up.
Do what you got. A baby's got to do what a baby's got to do.
I mean, I think they tried to. I know with the Transformers, they tried to do a comeback thing at Marvel. I think it only lasted like 12 issues or something.
Yeah, you were reading that, which inspired Greetings for Cybertron.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh no, you know what? Because IDW like kind of did a thing like the G.I. Joe where they kind of tried to continue the Marvel, but no, like Marvel did like a second series. What was it? It was like sometime in the 90s, I think, and like it only lasted like 12 issues, but
yeah. Oh, what universe is not a mess?
Chantal wants to know if Snake Eyes is going to be good. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance. I know Charlie Esser was complaining about stuff in the trailer, but
and then you have Snake Eyes showing up in freaking Fortnite next week, right?
Well, he already showed up in that Batman Fortnite comic, so.
Oh, okay, he already did.
I mean, in the comic, I don't know if he showed up in the game yet, but
yeah, I don't. Who's doing the Snake Eyes movie? By the way, like, I don't even know is it Universal?
Here, I'll look this up. It's
because they might have specifically commissioned this for hype.
Oh, I'm sure somebody was still like, oh yeah, pipe it up. Snake Eyes, also subtitled as Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins.
Oh god, that brings me back flashbacks of like X-Men Origins.
I know, that's exactly what I thought. July 23rd. Boy, I swear I don't see it. I mean, I've seen a little bit of advertising, but not a ton. Production companies, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, Skydance. Media.
Oh my god, MGM? That means Amazon owns it. Yes, baby. Okay, I'm not so worried. Well, we're going to definitely get a second movie and it'll be better. Amazon's got a budget, baby.
Well, I was going to say, are they going to stream this?
Probably, more than likely.
I hope so. I was going to say, I'm seeing Black Widow in the theater, but I don't know if I want to go see Snake Eyes at a theater. I'd rather watch it at home.
You're going to see Black Widow in theaters out of obligation?
Maybe kind of
out of actual sheer want.
Well, plus my son wants to go. It's been
okay.
We haven't been to a theater.
Luca wants, Luca gets. Okay.
We haven't been to a theater since 2019, so he wants some snacks.
Fair enough. Give the kiddo some fun. Get back to normalcy. I totally get it.
Oh wait, production. Now it's Paramount Pictures, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MGM, Skydance.
Oh, Paramount and MGM. That is not a good sign. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No. 2 hours and 1 minute.
Okay, wow. That's going to be interesting. What's the release date?
What was it July 23rd?
This year?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I literally haven't seen any advertisement for it.
I know that like there was a tiny bit of hype when like the trailer dropped, but yeah, like I don't see like any commercials or anything. It's just July 23rd, 2021. So that's why I wanted to like rest this episode out. I'm like, it's coming, because I looked it up, I'm like, when's this coming out? And I'm like, oh, it's coming soon.
It's going to be competing with Black Widow and the Fast and the Furious. Oh my god, this thing is dead in the water.
So literally 2 weeks, this thing's coming out.
I actually stopped paying for YouTube for a couple of months, and even now I haven't seen it, so they're definitely not pushing it. I'm just saying, because YouTube, that's the place where you will see movie trailer after movie trailer.
What do you think? They were just like, do we really want to pour all this money into advertising when it, again, is going to be competing with Black Widow and Fast and Furious and stuff?
Well, they should have planned that. Well, I guess they weren't planning on competing with a Marvel movie. That just kind of happened with Black Widow, and they don't have the budget to push it back, I would think. So
yeah, well, that
just kind of happened to them, unfortunately.
All the scheduling probably got screwed up.
But yeah, let's get into these issues. There's 5 of them. They're pretty. I don't know. They're pretty Black Widow-esque. Like they're very much espionage missions.
There is the espionage thing, but there's also like the God thing.
Yeah, we'll get there. So issue 1 was written by Chad Bowers and Rob Liefeld. We have art with Adelso Corona and Neil Decate with Rob Liefeld. Colored specifically by Federico Blee. Shout out to Federico. He's, if you know, he's kind of a indie legend. I think the first issue is when they're in Svalbard, Norway, and they're chilling out with like Roadblock and Tripwire, right? And they're like they're there to rescue like General Colton, and it's like, oh, did we really need that reveal with the ancient scrolls? And I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, I mean,
what is this?
I mean, it looks like a normal mission with Snake Eyes like basically like breaking into like a Cobra stronghold, yeah.
And then it gets weird. Then it turns into Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and then you get this like red mummy.
Ancient ninja wizard, bro.
Pirates, arg!
And then, he gets saved by Scarlet. So there's that also in this issue. That's my favorite part. Like, shout out to Scarlet. Not necessarily my favorite character, but she has been fleshed out in recent times, and I'm very appreciative of that, actually. Because she was trash on the show. Because it was the 80s. There were no female. Like, even She-Ra was trash. Like, her characterization was garbage.
Well, that's like the thing. It's I think it was G.I. Joe. Yeah, like like Transformers and G.I. Joe. Like Marvel helped them like develop like the cartoons and stuff. And I think it was G.I. Joe. They were saying like originally they weren't going to have like any like women characters on the show.
But you had to sell the toys. You see,
well,
they got a piece of that sweet merch, so they know.
Well, I think they said someone at Marvel's even like, well, maybe you better add like a female character to you know.
Well, look at Sorceress, one of the best-selling, like very rare for He-Man. But Sorceress and Tila, they're very rare and worth a lot of money. So, not for nothing.
But I mean, the action, like the art, the action scenes are really good. I mean, is Rob Liefeld in love with katanas?
Of course he is. Sword of the Dead, like it's very, B. Arthur, baby.
I was gonna say, yeah, Deadpool.
But then like the Sword of the Dead is known as Deadgame, and I'm like, Deadpool? What? Gotta have dead in the name, I guess.
But yeah,
the first issue gets you. I think it gets you hooked in. But I just thought that it was just like if you watched the cartoon as a kid, the whole ancient ninja wizard thing was just like, okay, that's a bridge too far for me. But let's just roll with it.
Yeah, it is weird because as a reader of like those old Marvel G.I. Joe comics, it was very grounded in reality. So
you're like, Larry Hamill would never.
He must love that book. I mean, what is it at now at IDW? It's like 280 something. Like issue.
Is it really?
Yeah, and I think he's written pretty much. I don't know if he's written all of them.
He took a break, I know, but pretty much he's written a majority.
Most of them, yeah. Since like the 80s, it's like damn, he must love this franchise.
So yeah, so issue 1 definitely hooks you. You're like, okay, the ancient ninja wizard thing is weird, but it still feels a little like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, we gotta stop the ancient wizard guy.
I mean, a MacGuffin is a MacGuffin is a MacGuffin,
Mm-hmm.
That rolls into issue 2, which I think these are all just specifically written by Chad Bowers and Rob Liefeld. And then the next 2, the art is by Adelso Corona and Rob Liefeld. And then Neil Vecate comes back in on issues 4 and I think 5. Let me double check.
Oh, and I think we should mention each issue is $4.99.
Yeah, I mean, that's IDW kind of prestige, the prestige line. So, if you know IDW, yeah, that's a good thing. So that came out in July. Then comes October 7th with the second issue, and we see Snake Eyes and Scarlet searching for the sword, but they get ambushed by Intruder, and you're just like, Intruder?
Hey-o.
Snake Eyes must have been like, am I a joke to you? But he kills him in that fight, and you're just like, oh, okay. And then Olympia attacks Snake Eyes with those poison shrunkins or whatever, and he's all unconscious, and she's like, yes, let me kidnap him. And I'm like, give him the old Batman and Green Arrow treatment. I see. If she comes up pregnant, we know this is where it happened.
Wow.
Just saying. She's and then Scarlet wants to save him, but then Storm Shadow shows up, and it's just like, oh, okay, I guess that's not gonna happen now.
I know, Storm Shadow shows up, and I thought, oh, cool, Storm Shadow's gonna be in the rest of this thing, but then,
oh no, my sweet summer child, this is about Snake Eyes.
I know.
Meanwhile, at an undisclosed location, I was like, oh, that is classic G.I. Joe, undisclosed location that everybody knows.
I know. The magic wizard guy's just chilling on a beanbag.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to test you, Snake Eyes. You must kill the world serpent. I'm like, what is this, Mortal Kombat? This is getting too much. This literally, I was like, oh, now I kind of want that crossover, Mortal Kombat and G.I. Joe.
I don't know, man. World Serpent, and then in those flashbacks, we're getting magic hammers. I mean, you know what they're referencing.
Oh, definitely. Oh, but they could never. Paramount's not going to give up this action. not until it's dead cold. You got to grip it out of their cold dead hands, which might be sooner than you think.
Oh.
Star Trek's the only thing keeping them afloat. Just saying. But yeah, I was just like, you could have gave me some more Storm Shadow. You don't just introduce Storm Shadow.
I'm really?
But again, Snake Eyes, it's right there in the title.
I mean, I guess they wanted to do something different, but
yeah.
I don't know. Did Rob Liefeld want to amp the power levels? Kind of let's get an X-Force vibe going here.
Derivative.
Oh my. Oh, but okay. Look, also give us a variant for toys and stuff. The red Snake Eyes.
Deadpool. That's all I see. That's all I see. The guy only knows Deadpool.
True.
Let's see. So issue 3 actually came out the following month in November. It was the weekend of Thanksgiving, which is, I missed this one because it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember 2 and 3 came out pretty quick, Yeah,
they came out back to back.
Yeah.
So Chad Bowers, Rob Liefeld, same as issue 2. I guess that's probably why it came out so quick, because they didn't have to consult Neil on this one. So we see Storm Shadow intervening, and then Snake Eyes can he gets help to defeat the World Serpent. So I don't think it counts, but whatever. So they get
looks like a
Korea Gun and Olympia get cured of the curse or whatever. Yeah.
The snake looks like a giant cobra.
Luckily for Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, they get saved by G.I. Joe's adventure team. What? You're just like, oh, red shirts, cool beans.
I'm thinking, did Storm Shadow always use
this one was really quick, and I was just like, oh.
Well, yeah, because it's a lot of action.
Yeah, it's just literally it reminds me of they fight for pages 3 through 26. have fun.
I mean, there's some dialogue, so it's did you enjoy the bare-chested snake eyes?
No, that's not what I enjoy from my snake eyes. Only Steve Trevor and Namor do I enjoy shirtless.
Imperious Rex.
Damn straight.
Uh,
Oh, look who's here. It's Russell.
I've always been a casual G.I. Joe fan. Started collecting the figures with the 25th line.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Nerd!
I was a fan in the 80s, and I read the Marvel comics. That's about.
How many lines were there? I actually have an original G.I. Joe from like the 60s, and then I have like a couple of the 80s lines with Kung Fu Grip. The one from the 60s actually says the Kung Fu Grip, like it's in the box.
That's my
question. I have to find it sometime.
25th anniversary.
Oh, 25th.
Oh,
looks over casually at my Power Rangers collection that says.
She's like, darn, she looks over at her Power Rangers. Oh yeah,
so old.
As an 80s kid, oh yeah, man, you played G.I. Joes with everybody. Who do you think everyone wanted to be? Snake Eyes.
Basic. Yeah, basic.
Oh,
he just started reading the Larry Hamill. Said, have fun. You got 280 plus issues.
I was going to say, I think it runs to like 150 something at Marvel. Yeah, and then it goes over to IDW. Yeah, for a nut. Yeah, I think, they're at like 280 something right now, Russell. So I keep meaning to jump in on the IDW run. Hell, I review them every month. If someone would send me review copies, IDW.
I'm telling you, they're the biggest like people hard to get hold of.
Oh, really? IDW? Well, I thought Marvel or DC would be the worst over IDW.
Well, I mean, they've been being extra picky like the last couple of years or whatever. So,
how dare they?
I know. It's like DC especially. You need all the good press coverage you can get.
Beast Wars is his Transformers too. Oh
yes, yes. Thank you. Beast Wars is the best Transformers.
Generation 1, you guys can suck it.
I
was there in the theater when Prime died for your Amazon Prime Day. How dare you?
Nice.
But yeah, just again, shout out to the art and some of these.
Now that's a splash page. Look at the feet. That's how you know Rob didn't do the art.
Oh yeah, giving you a nice normal size.
Thank you. It's true though. Did you actually watch Beast Wars? Because it is a cohesive story from G1. It honors G1 more than any other Transformers show before or after it.
I saw a few. Yeah,
I watched it episode by episode when it first came out. So yeah, I can't recommend that show enough.
I mean, I saw a few. It wasn't bad, but yeah, I was there when Prime died, and I was there when Prime returned.
Nerd. Okay, let's get into issue 4.
Yes,
that's the return of Neil Viatek on the art with Adolfo Corona and Rob Liefeld. This came out February 3rd, 2021. And we see Snake Eyes and the Adventure Team fighting Kiragan and Olympia, but of course they escape. And then we get to go to Greenland, where he meets Thor, who entrusts him with his hammer. Interesting. But then the hammer gets taken from him by Kiragan. And then he gets attacked by Baroness and Destro. You're like, yes! You were just waiting the whole time. I don't know if anybody else was, but I was waiting for Baroness the whole damn time.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah! Oh my god!
I love her so much.
But they're so setting up a toy line now. You get like white Snake Eyes. And...
Again, we have that white Deadpool too. Just saying. The man has a strategy.
And Mike Power, Atomic Man. Boy, what an original idea! One of his eyes glows. I wonder where that came from.
Scott Summers would like to have a word with you, as well as Cable.
I was going to say, Captain Pouches would like to have a word with you.
Captain Pouches. Captain Technovirus.
Oh!
Like, how rude, dude. Well, he liked it, so we put it back.
I know. He should have come back and be like, really? I didn't like it that much.
Seriously, if they don't make a reference to that, I don't even know what we're doing.
I can study it from afar. What are you playing people think you're doing?
Okay, so I think that this is actually my favorite issue, probably because it's the penultimate issue. Take a drink.
Oh, nice.
But no, seriously, because like Baroness and Destro show up, so I'm just like, yes. And then also like Thor's hammer's just getting stolen all willy nilly. I was like, the MCU could never.
I know.
So issue 5 came out, as I mentioned, July 7th of this year, and it has Neil Adams, Carl Alpha Eric Canetti, Adelso Corona, Kevin Eastman. Like, it's a ton of freaking people that did the art for this. Ryan Otley, Jerry Ordway also did art on this one. Who else would you guys know? Tim Scully, Phil Tan, Chance Wolf, just a ton of people.
Did you say
the story again? What did you say?
Did you say Kevin Eastman?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, kid. Look at that list.
It's huge. So Chad Powers and Rob Liefeld. I think I'm digging it because it's not just purely Rob Liefeld. Like, I feel like Rob Liefeld was put as in the headliner, but Chad Powers has absolutely reigned in this megalomaniac and actually made the story cohesive, fun, fast-paced, and worth waiting for in between issues when we had to wait.
Oh my lord! But yeah, I swear they're shouting out a ton of Rob Liefeld stuff because Snake Eyes using the shield on like the first couple pages.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's gonna. Oh, and if you don't want to buy the issues individually, I believe the trade comes out October 13th.
Oh, is it what October?
Yeah, October 13th. That's when the trade comes out.
Maybe they were just advertising for October, but I was gonna say I thought I saw it already. That it was coming out sooner than that. But
it might be, but that's when originally they wanted to put it out. So I don't know if it's coming out sooner, but yeah, sooner the better.
But yeah,
I hope they have a gallery of all the variant covers too.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be pretty pricey.
It's definitely playing kids. Yeah, the trade is coming if you didn't pick up the 5 issue.
So the 5th issue, yeah, like I don't feel like it was very conclusive. I still feel like they were just teasing for something next.
What, a sequel?
Yeah. So I don't like that when they have like a mini series and they don't give me a cohesive conclusion, because IDW doesn't actually like to dip back in the well too often with things like this.
Yeah, but too, if it's a god, I mean, we can like realistically say, oh yeah, Snake Eyes killed a god. He's never coming back.
If it's Supernatural or Dragon Ball Z, yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I mean, Snake Eyes, because again, a lot of G.I. Joe's like based in like reality.
True.
Guns and yeah.
True, but it just should have been conclusive. Like, he should have just went back to sleep for a millennia or something. Like, I don't know.
I mean, he cut the guy's head off, And
then like Snake Eyes, like great grandkid has to worry about it when the guy wakes up in 1,000 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Now there's your sequel.
And then the G.I. Joes lock up the magic sword in the pit.
As you do. You put a sword in the pit. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. I love how like Scarlett's like, I don't think even you could ninja your way in there.
Oh, Snake Eyes.
But
then, yeah, I like the use of Scarlet with Snake Eyes. I thought that was fun. Because she was holding it down for the G.I. Joe universe for a very long time, so I feel like they were kind of paying homage to that as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this definitely stirred up my interest in G.I. Joe. It's just like,
I just want an actual cartoon again. I don't like with the revival of He-Man, for better or for worse. Ray, pray. We need to have a prayer circle.
What do you think? Like if the Snake Eyes movie and if it like spins out like a really popular movie series, I mean, we'll probably get a cartoon.
I don't think G.I. Joe could be popular at this particular moment in 2021. Like, I just don't see it happening. It's just like we're not the same people we were in the 80s or the 90s, where it was okay for military propaganda to just be as blatant and rampant in our face.
Or I was gonna say maybe that's
why they had to do Snake Eyes, because he's like the least like patriotic out of all of them. He has that mysterious background. He wasn't always a good guy, so it seems, things like that.
he's basically more of a ninja than a soldier. He's basically, he's the closest thing we have to Batman.
Yeah, you get kind of the best of both worlds with him, and I totally get it, but he just isn't my particular favorite. Like I said, I'd rather learn about the bad guys than the good guys when it comes to G.I. Joe, because they're just vastly more interesting, and their backstories are way more interesting as well.
I mean, you might be able to do a G.I. Joe, but like maybe like do it more as like a secret organization, almost like, I'm gonna say Shield, but something that's like off.
No, yeah, like Shield.
Yeah, something off the radar. Yeah.
Yeah, that will make more A-Team, if you, as it were.
There you go.
I can actually see that kind of like adapted for TV if they wanted to go that route, because TV is actually where it's at. Movies are actually pretty risky right now post-pandemic.
Yeah, I mean no, you bring up a good point. I mean, they could have like the government disavow them, so they basically go into business for themselves. Yeah.
Wait a minute, isn't that just Mercs for
Mercs for money?
Yeah, Mercs for money, Heroes for hire. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh my!
Wait a minute, it all comes back to Deadpool, I tell you.
Snake Eyes, Iron Fist. What?
Basically.
Oh,
Gimme.
You haven't heard that from me though. But yeah, no, overall it was a very enjoyable miniseries. I don't know who asked for it, but they delivered pretty well. I feel like this one might have been a passion project, and it just so happened to coincide. They're like, well, we were trying to put that movie out.
mm-hmm.
Kind of things. We'll see how the movie comes out to see if they pull anything from this, if they're they're actually pulling from that story or anything like that.
I'd be interested. I'm sure he probably didn't read this, but Connor McKenna, I'd be interested to see what, Mr. Iron Fist himself, what he thought of this. It's ninjas and mysticism.
Thinly veiled.
Yeah.
A MacGuffin is a MacGuffin. But solid, I would give it, I would average all 5 of these issues out to a solid B.
Oh, yeah.
For Baroness.
Oh, nice.
Now, there we could do, well, see, and honestly, that's why I didn't have a problem with the other G.I. They had 2 G.I. Joe movies, though, right? I felt like there were 2.
Yeah. Did I see the second one? I know I saw the first one. Yeah, they had 2.
Yeah, they had 2, but they both run together a lot. But I didn't mind them because they did have the Baroness thing in there, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what it's like, but I'm gonna wait for it to come out on video on demand. I'm not gonna see it in the movies. Sorry, I'm gonna be that person.
Yeah, they need to stream that same day.
I wouldn't say same day, because theaters do need a reason for people to go. Like I am, I was willing to see Wonder Woman in theaters. I was willing. Thank God I didn't have to, but I was willing. So, I get it why like the models have to change and adapt. It has to be good for the movie theaters and the studio itself. So, whatever they decide, I'm sure they figured it out, and I will wait for the video on demand.
And hey,
it works for Trolls too.
True. I mean, yeah, I probably did this because the movies come in, but I'd pick up some merch, put on some merch, guys. T-shirts.
Yeah, I haven't seen G.I. Joe merch in literally since the 25th anniversary, which was forever ago.
Just give me some Snake Eyes merch, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Walmart is the true like litmus test, because like when Marvel was hot, you had all the Deadpool, all the like Thor shirts, everything, Deadpool, everything. And then DC, like you had your Wonder Woman, your Batman, and the Flash. And now that whole hype has kind of died down, you see old band t-shirts like Led Zeppelin and freaking Pink Floyd. So, and Friends, lots and lots of Friends merch.
Yeah.
And Disney merch, because Disney's always in. So that's kind of the litmus test. If I don't see it at Walmart, that means they're not really putting that much effort into the merch.
Yeah, because I was looking the other
and
night.
Merch is where you make your money, to be quite honest. So it's very interesting.
Because like I know they even have like Snake Eyes Funkos and stuff, but it's like I don't think anything new.
Yeah, I didn't get my alert. Like usually they try to coincide with like the movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get an alert for anything new in the Hasbro line just yet. I mean, they did just get done with the Transformers line though. Like I know I got my new Optimus Prime, and was another one I got. So maybe they're gonna get around to it.
Do you have this? retro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes with Timber.
Oh no, that looks pretty sweet though.
$40 on Amazon.
I can find it for cheaper on eBay.
Okay. But yeah, it comes with Timber.
That's the trick. If you want good deals on Funkos, go to eBay, but you have to make sure that they have a make an offer button.
Yeah.
Because most people don't actually know what they have.
Oh my.
They just throw an outrageous price and then they have make an offer, so usually you can get it for about what half they want for it.
Oh wait, for $47.78 you can get those two, and then you throw in a Storm Shadow one.
Yeah. That's like throwing Guy Gardner in a 3-pack of Green Lantern.
Oh!
Gee, thanks. Only way you're gonna get a Guy Gardner freaking Funko Pop to sell.
Oh,
more on that on the Green Lantern podcast this week.
That's right. Ooh, they do have t-shirts. I need that.
That looks like somebody made that. Doesn't look like it came from Hasbro itself. Just saying. There's tons of t-shirt makers on Amazon. They'll throw anything out.
Go ahead, throw it in. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this series kept my like I said, it kept my interest, and I'm like, man, I should really get back into like at least that Larry Hama G.I. Joe. But it's like, man, there's so many comics.
Yeah. But see, like sometimes like when there's like big chunks of comics that I haven't read, sometimes I just take a weekend and binge it.
But seriously, anyone who wants to send me review copies, you know.
Like I told you, yeah, you definitely should try like Valiant and other like small places like that. Scout Comics too.
I know.
Or good old Alterna Comics. I'm sure they'd love to talk to you, Phil.
I know Valiant. I know like Ray and his gang love like a lot of that Valiant stuff.
Yeah, they're good, good tight knit company. Very nice independent company. I like them.
But yeah, just don't mess up this Snake Eyes movie, kids.
Well, they're gonna mess it up. It's not gonna be good. Let's be honest. If they're not promoting it, it's like New Mutants. It's giving me New Mutants vibes. They thought it might be a good idea, and then they saw the movie and they're like, "Well, it is what it is, kids. We got to put it out."
I was gonna say that was a hand-me-down.
Well, they did reshoots, and that's what they came up with. So, yeah. We should review it like for Christmas or something, like during that Christmas break where there's nothing on TV.
What, New Mutants?
No, hell no, Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hear Charlie complain about it. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, once it's out.
I can just sit and drink and listen to Charlie complain topless. It'll be fine.
What? Charlie topless, not her kids. Don't get excited.
Shh, Philip.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll be fully nude reviewing this movie, yeah.
Like a ninja.
Oh, nice. She's wearing her Baroness costume.
But on that note, we probably should go.
All right, so let's get the schedule here. All right, kids, in 1 week, the Devil You Know returns with Daredevil 163.
So close.
With the Hulk.
Smash it.
Oh my. And then in 2 weeks, when Comic Capers returns, we're doing a crossover, kids. Those kids from To Know Her Is to Fear Her are going to join us for a review of the Incredible Hulk crossover countdown.
Spider babies are coming. I repeat, spider babies are coming.
Yes, we'll be joined by Saren and what's his face. Yes.
That nerd that's obsessed with Moon Knight.
Oh,
that Moon Knight nerd.
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd.
And I know Russell's gonna be tuning in. He said that's one of his favorite Hulk storylines. So yes. So the countdown storyline from Hulk 364 through 367. You can catch part 1 here. Part 2 will be on their Patreon. So
nice.
See what we did there, kids. All right. So yes. But
synergy.
You could send your thought exactly. You could send your thoughts on that, the Daredevil, the Hulk. Hey, what do you guys think about the current state of G.I. Joe? The comics, any merch, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Comic Capers on Facebook, Twitter. What?
What?
I don't know.
Linktree.
What?
Linktree.
She's sobering up. She wants to get out of here. Okay, so yes, so follow Common Capers. Find links to this YouTube channel. See Lilith Hellfire getting impatient by the moment. All right, links to Patreon, links to merch, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. I guess the dogs have to go out to do their business. All right, kids, and please support all things Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com and please go subscribe to the Southgate Media Group Patreon and pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Quick, give me the finger, Lilith. Help us support this show, the network, and
that hammer swinging God himself.
Silent but deadly. No, he's not a ninja, just his farts. Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. What did you say?
Mark my words.
All right, Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk G.I. Joe with you?
Okay. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course at Lilith Hellfire69 on TikTok.
Cut you, bro.
With her samurai sword.
I'm about to get it as well.
Whoa. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us.
Shout out to Chantel and Russell.
That's right. Thank you for joining us, kids. And again, 1 week, Daredevil's 163 with the Hulk, and then in 2 weeks, the crossover of the year. Well, the first one.
Spider babies.
That's right. Cannot wait to work with Saren and old what's-his-face. And I won't be the oldest one here.
Why you gotta hurt our triplet like that, Philip?
Yo, Joe. See you next time.